The Department of Science and Technology is a national government department that aims to boost socio-economic development in South Africa through research and innovation. One of the key aspects of this is the generation and dissemination of knowledge, learning and evidence to inform and influence how science and technology may be used to achieve inclusive development.
This government has prioritized rural development. And because we are a Department of Science and Technology that has a mandate to then look at knowledge to solve problems, we therefore partner with certain government departments in order then to understand what are the problems or the challenges they have, and how can we use the knowledge that we generate in the institutions that we finance to solve those problems.
We are looking at ways and means of ensuring that innovation is used to improve service delivery, but also to ensure that rural communities have got access to infrastructure. So that's the context in which this Innovation Partnership for Rural Development Program was established. The intention was to say, how do we introduce innovation in municipalities? How do these municipalities adopt these technologies and innovation to improve service delivery?
The South African Constitution gives all citizens the right to dignity. The provision of sanitation forms part of this basic right, regardless of where you may live. Low-pour flush toilets combine the advantages of both waterborne and VIP systems, while eliminating their disadvantages. Developed for the South African rural landscape, the low-pour flush toilets incorporate twin leach pits, with filling rates depending on the number of people using the toilet and the ground conditions. The project was successfully piloted in the Eastern Cape, Northern Cape and Mpumalanga.
It was hard. When we want to pee, we went to the forest. Even if it's dark, it's easy. My life is easy because the toilets are nearby. It's easy to go to the toilet. Even when it's dark, flashlight to go to the toilet.
In 2014, a South African point-of-use technology was developed to address the issue of access to safe drinking water. Household point-of-use water treatment devices are an excellent alternative for immediate and safe water provision in rural communities. The technology developed meets the World Health Organization standards for safe drinking water. The project was implemented in Capricorn District Municipality and Bizana in the Eastern Cape. The woven fabric microfiltration gravity filter point-of-use technology is driven by gravity alone, requires no water treatment chemicals, and is robust, simple to operate and easy to maintain. Small hydropower schemes can play a critical role in providing energy access to remote areas in South Africa. As a result, the small-scale hydropower project was introduced at Mhlonhlo local municipality in order to provide a rural community with grid quality and reliable electricity supply, so improving the standard of living of the receiving community. The project has seen significant impact on the quality of life of the KwaMadiba community. The design of the KwaMadiba small-scale hydropower system has proven the feasibility and technical possibility of small-scale hydropower installations for rural electrification. The integrated algal ponding system was implemented in rural towns in the Eastern Cape. This project focused on creating a demonstration-scale wastewater treatment works, while also creating a viable platform to launch sustainable food security and job creation in vulnerable communities. Another project looking at treatment of wastewater is that of the algal-based tertiary treatment in maturation ponds of wastewater treatment works. This project implemented a self-sustaining system that is independent of electricity or expensive chemicals to allow for the effective removal of pathogens from wastewater treatment works effluent. The project was implemented at the Motetema Wastewater Treatment Works in the Greater Sekhukhune District Municipality. The environmentally friendly treatment method supported a reduction in human health risk downstream. The Municipal Services Corrective Action Request and Report System, CARS, is an incident management system with a strong focus on enforcing accountability. This will improve the manner in which municipalities handle queries that are reported by communities. Further innovations linked to this project are currently being piloted. These include the setup of community-based organization water service providers that will decentralize some of the basic maintenance work to ordinary communities and so support job creation. The Smart Geyser project was initiated to address the challenges of water scarcity and lack of awareness of water as a scarce commodity in South Africa. This project used the influence of another resource, electricity, to raise awareness of the cost and quantity of water usage in a household. The project focused on control of geysers, measuring and managing electricity supply, temperature settings, and water supply. Minute-by-minute information is presented to the users in an easily digestible format, either online or in the form of an app on users' cell phones. The water safety planning and wastewater risk abatement plans is a key element of risk management planning. The purpose of the project is to assist in the assessment of current practices at the identified municipalities, including the provision of guidance and technical support where required. It focuses on the development of new risk management for both water and wastewater risk management at challenged district municipalities. The Eastern Cape and KwaZulu-Natal were the target provinces for the first rollout of this project.
Step on the top story this hour.
The Science and Technology Youth Journalism Program was implemented to promote the interest in science and technology amongst disadvantaged youth. Given that community media tends to focus on reporting such as crime, politics and sport, a need was identified to expand the range of community media to cover science and technology. The Science and Technology Youth Journalist Program was implemented in district municipalities where other IPRDP technologies have been demonstrated. The project has dramatically increased the amount of science reporting by community media, and interns are contributing in terms of science-related stories. Feedback from community media is positive.
As the DST, we look forward to improving the contribution that we make to support what we're trying to achieve through the National Development Plan and other programs. It's important for a department like Science and Technology to be at the kind of center of our national development efforts, and we think through programs like the IPRDP and other programs that we have in the DST, that collectively we're making a contribution to the three core things that we see as requiring the attention of everyone in South Africa. That is, how do we deal with poverty, how do we deal with inequality, and how do we deal with unemployment.
We as a Department of Science and Technology have demonstrated that science, technology can be used to improve people's lives, and therefore we hope that that will help us and the rest of government to fulfill the mandate that they wanted of making sure that people's lives are improved. From the Department of Science and Technology perspective, we think it is extremely important to get the public also excited about the fact that science should not be seen as something that is done by a few individuals with white coat somewhere in the laboratory. It's something that can be used to change people's lives.